Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here and welcome to Final Fantasy Bestiary. This series is dedicated towards discovering the history and lore behind Final Fantasy's most iconic creatures and characters. This episode, we will be looking at the Doom Train. Whether you prefer calling it the Doom Train, the Phantom Train, or the Ghost Train, this sentient locomotive is a beloved creature within the Final Fantasy series. The theme of ghost trains is nothing too original, as stories and folklore from around the world have depicted ghosts in the form of trains or haunted locomotives. However, due to an internet meme among fans, the Phantom Train has become one of Final Fantasy's most iconic bosses. The Phantom Train first appears in Final Fantasy VI, where it acts as both a dungeon and as a boss. Sabin, Kayan, and Shadow all board the train after Sabin rushes in looking for survivors from the incident in Doma. Kayan quickly realizes what this train is, but is unable to get everyone off before the door locks behind them. He explains that this is the Phantom Train, a train that carries the souls of the dead to the afterlife, a fate that they will soon share if they cannot get off in time. After they make their way to the front and attempt to turn off the engine, the Phantom Train reveals that it is sentient and attacks the party. After it is defeated, it allows the party to get off and continue with their adventure. The reason why this boss is so memorable is due to an ability Sabin has called Meteor Strike, better known as Suplex in the initial translation on the SNES. Despite this ability having no effect on almost every other large enemy or boss, it works on the Phantom Train for some reason. This has sparked an internet meme for fans of Final Fantasy VI known only as Suplex the Train. The funny thing is that this isn't even the strongest ability Sabin can use, and if we're talking about efficiency, it's not even the best means of attack. However, suplexing the train is a tradition, and tradition bypasses the need to kill a boss faster. This exact version of the Phantom Train would be present in both Final Fantasy I Dawn of Souls as an optional boss, and in Final Fantasy IV The After Years as a boss in the depths of the True Moon. Both instances are direct references to Final Fantasy VI. The Phantom Train would get a makeover in Final Fantasy VIII, where the Doom Train would become an attainable summon. Without the use of the Chocobo World minigame, the Doom Train could be obtained during Disc 3 after obtaining a Solomon's Ring, 6 Steel Pipes, 6 Remedy Pluses, and 6 Malboro Tentacles. Using the Solomon's Ring with all of these items in possession will cause the Doom Train to appear, introduce himself, have the player name him, and then become a usable Guardian Force. Doom Train in Final Fantasy VIII is quite different from its Final Fantasy VI counterpart. Other than the name, the Doom Train's appearance makes it more obvious that the train is a living being, giving him a face that seems reminiscent of a tortured soul. He is also never fought and is only encountered if the player decides to take the effort to obtain him as a summon. Despite this, even when referring to the Phantom Train of Final Fantasy VI, several fans of the series just call all iterations of the Phantom Train the Doom Train. Interestingly, Doom Train's name in other versions of Final Fantasy VIII is Glazia Labilis, which is a creature that has nothing to do with trains. Glazia is a dog with the wings of a griffin and a president of hell responsible for some of mankind's most atrocious acts. He is present in the grimoire The Lesser Key of Solomon from the 17th century, which explains why Solomon's Ring is the item needed to summon him in the game. I wonder if this suggests that the Doom Train has a much darker past than we're ever allowed to explore in Final Fantasy VIII's lore. Let's not dig too deep. In terms of main numbered titles, the Phantom Train's final mention is in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. Now, according to the game's story, the Phantom Train is a supply train that runs between the castrums of the Garlean Empire, getting its name from never being seen. Ida and Y'shtola both sneak into Castrum Sentry by stowing away on the Phantom Train. There is also a Phantom Train station in the Castrum, though it seems that all of these references to this version of the Phantom Train, they seem like little more than a nod at the train's existence in the Final Fantasy series as opposed to a teaser of any upcoming content. However, during the 2-year anniversary event of the game, The Rising, an NPC can be found searching for a clockwork Doom Train minion, potentially hinting that we may see Doom Train in the near future, though hopefully as a boss and not as a minion. And these are unfortunately all of the mainstream appearances of the Phantom Train, though it does appear in some of the off titles as well. It is even one of the stages that players can fight on in Dissidia Duodecim. It's pretty odd how, with so few appearances in the series, that the Phantom Train is such a beloved concept, all because you can suplex the train. No matter what though, we are looking forward to the future of this mysterious creature. Hell, if Final Fantasy XV can have cars and giant titans in the same world, I'm all for them having a Phantom Train as well. Hint hint. Thank you for watching this episode of Final Fantasy Bestiary. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share, and check the I in the top right, not the exclamation mark, for the first time I finally got it right, to check out all the rest of my Bestiary videos. Anyway, thank you for watching, I'll see you all in the next video, and until then, take care.